Hello and welcome to BAM Review Hub. Today we are we both enjoy reading funny, awkward stories that people put online. We always get a kick out of them. Some of them just absolutely crack us up to no end, and I think we both feel like we want a good laugh this morning. So we're gonna read some funny, awkward stories. I just asked Siri if a certain boy would ever text me, and she sent a text saying, "Will you ever text me to him? My funeral will be held at 8 p.m. this Thursday." I got into the elevator at my office today with a guy who I don't know, and we both reacted for the same, reached for the same button. So I said, "Floor buddies," and he didn't respond. So I'm seeking employment elsewhere. Let me know of any jobs, please. So they changed my gate in my layover, and I asked the employee what the gate changed to. I showed her my screenshotted ticket. She looked at me strange and just asked me where I was going. I told her, then looked at my phone to realize I was actually showing her this. Oh man, that's hysterical. Also, who else is coming this weekend? Just you. I asked you out, LOL. Oh man, okay. Most embarrassing moment. Speaking in Vietnam to 3,000 people, thought this was a 6-year-old. Picked him up, and he's a man. What a terrible mistake. Oh my goodness.
That's right.
New developments. Apparently my mom is not even home, and the person I hear puttering around the house is the carpet cleaning service. I've been yelling. I've been yelling, "Grill me a cheese" at them for 20 minutes. I just licked your hair. Sorry, that's gross. Okay.
Oh man.
Today at work, I let someone into a dressing room. They said thanks, and half of me tried to say "you're welcome," and the other half tried to say "no problem," and I ended up saying "your problem."
It's always the worst when you mix two things together.
I know, that's terrible. Not me, but my brother used to work at McDonald's. Pressed a button that said "do not press," and about 2 seconds later, the entire place was covered in foam. Everyone had to evacuate, and the place was closed for the day. Safe to say, he didn't come back the next day.
Oh my god.
I saw a girl carrying a hamster, so I asked if I could pet it, but it was actually a muffin. So I'm on my way to jump off a cliff now. Meant to say, "hold on for a second and give me a minute" to a customer, and it came out as, "hold me for a second." What a Monday. Oh man. The elevator doors opened up and a guy walked in the elevator. It was just me and him in there, and he said, "I love you." And I'm not rude, so I said, "I love you too." He gave me a weird look and pointed at his Bluetooth. Oh. One time I wanted to hand someone a bowl of hot soup, and my brain tried to say, "Careful, it's hot, and here's your soup." So instead I blurted out, "Careful, it's soup." Yesterday at Target, the cashier said, "Your receipt is in the bag," and I responded with, "You too." So I've been dealing with that for the past 18 hours, but I'm slowly coming to terms with it, which is cool.
That's really...
I seriously need a job where I don't have to interact with people. I just asked a table if they were celebrating anything, and when they said their dad's B-Day, I brought them a B-Day table decoration, and then they decided to tell me he's not coming because he's dead. Oh man, that's terrible.
That's so rough.
I'm at a food truck and this guy walks up and says, "I'll have my usual." And the guy working says, "I don't know who the hell you are."
Oh man.
I had to go to a library to pay a fee, and I was practicing in the car between I have to pay a fine and I have to pay a fee. And I walked in and firmly stated, "I have to pee," and slapped a $5 bill on the counter. The fee was like 10 cents and walked out. This was like 3 years ago, and I still haven't been back. I have to pee. Here's $5. Oh man,
They were probably so confused.
probably
Oh,
3 years ago, a cute guy I work with wanted to give me a fist bump. I thought he was pretending to hold an invisible microphone, so I leaned over and forward and said, "Hello."
I think I'd heard that one too.
Yeah. At Dick's, it is a habit of mine to ask customers if they want their items in a bag after they check out. Today, a woman came up to the register with 2 kayaks to buy. After ringing it up, I looked at her dead in the eye and said, "Will you..." "Would you like these in a bag?"
I can totally see me doing that on a day when you're like, your brain's tired. Oh man.
Oh man.
Okay, hold on one
That's funny.
second.
Would you like these in a bag? Oh man.
Oh man.
That's funny. Okay, that's one of the funniest ones I've seen.
I think that might take the cake.
Okay.
almost.
Screaming. Just hugged my dentist thinking he was going in for one, but really he was just taking off my dental bib. Don't think I can ever recover from this. Thank you for my root canal. So I meant to say, "Oh crap, I left my phone in the car." But what I almost said was, "Oh no, I left my cone in my far." Dang, wouldn't that have been embarrassing? But I caught myself, and what I actually said was, "Ah, my fart cone." So anyway.
Oh man.
Oh man. I was at the airport.
This one.
What? I was at the airport and the TSA agent told me to scan my license face down, but I just heard "scan your face down," so I put my face on the scanner and waited. I wish this was a joke, but no, it happened, and the TSA guy couldn't stop laughing. Now I have to go into WITSEC. In college, I went to a therapist for the first time, and he asked me to tell him about my childhood. I got and then my parents got a divorce, and he nodded, writing in his notebook, and echoed, "Your parents got a horse."
That's so rough.
He felt so bad, but he couldn't stop laughing for 10 minutes.
I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah.
No,
Hey.
that'd be a hard one. When my sister-in-law was waitress in Canada, she was taking drink orders from a group of Americans. They each ordered a glass of red wine. She suggested they choose a leader instead. They spoke among themselves, and one man put up his hand and said, "I'll be the leader."
Oh get jealousy that happening.
I'll be the leader. Somebody's got to do it. That guy took initiative. I was in a park and a lady loudly called out, "Anyone who wants an ice cream, come over here." I headed over with several others. She handed out ices to them. All then asked me, "Who are you?" I realized the rest were all her family. 30 years later, I still cringe. Oh man. Today, nobody showed up at my 8:15 class. 0 students of about 40. Sitting in the empty room, I email them trying to discuss my hurt feelings. 2 minutes later, I get a reply. "Professor, we think you might be in the wrong room." So anyway, off I go to live in a hole forever. What I said, "Please bring your laundry downstairs." What my son heard, "Please drop your laundry from the 2nd floor down into the foyer." As I stand at the front door talking to our neighbors, a dirty balled up sock can bounce off my head and into her face. Oh my gosh. Friend and I hailed a cab in a residential area. Guy slowed down. We jumped in the back and told him our destination. When we got there, we asked how much it was, and he said he wasn't actually a cab. He was just slowing down to turn into his driveway when we jumped. Well, that was really nice that he took over to. No, he didn't have to do that.
No,
He was just the neighbor.
Get out.
He was just the neighbor doing his neighborly duty.
Oh man.
One of the greatest joys in my life is when Jeff calls the vet to make an appointment, and they ask for his name, and he says Jeff. Then they ask for a cat's name, and I watch him gather his strength before he tells them, "Baby Jeff." Baby Jeff.
Oh man.
I once genuinely thought this lady was, with outstretched arms, was trying to give me a hug. Afraid that it was someone I knew in the past, I went in for the hug and she said, "Not you, dear." And when I turned, I realized her relative was coming behind me. I fled the scene in shame.
Oh man.
Called my landlord because I smelled gas, and he came over and turned my stovetop burner off.
Oh man. Oh, that's good.
1983, my cousin was at a wedding reception and kept feeling her hair fall down on her shoulders. She pinned it back up. Turns out it was the hair of the lady standing back to back with her.
Oh man, that would have been bad.
Oh man. The people at the doctor's office just tried to reassure me that my son isn't the worst kid they've ever seen by telling me a story about the time a kid yanked a banner down from the ceiling. What they didn't realize was it was a story about my kid. Ah! Oh man. If you think you're socially awkward, one time one and I barely know was pointing to something on my shirt, and I thought she wanted to start a finger sword fight with me. How does that work? On guard.
Yeah, it's like, and she's like,
Well, anyway, that was a lot of fun. Those always cracked me up to read and watch. I got a kick out of a couple of them, more so than others. But I'm not an easy person to laugh really hard, so some things have to get me just right.
yeah.
But I really do love reading those. They're hilarious. We can relate because we have all sorts of awkward stories all the time.
Totally.
Some of them I just try to block out so I don't even remember half of them, but a lot of history has happened in my life with awkward moments. So maybe one day if I think of any, I'll try to share some. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you like to see more stuff like this, then comment, tell us, whatever things you like to see us do. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good one.